welcome to Chris Collects and another monthly Blu-ray update video. Another relatively big month for me. Like I said, with the January one, I don't know if this is going to end up being every month thing. I'm just sort of playing it as it comes. It just so happens that this was another month with quite a lot of purchases. We've got 22 titles in total. We've got quite a few 4Ks, a few Blu-rays, and even a 4K Steelbook. I can't actually recall where I got some of this from. If I know where I got it from, I'm going to say where I got it from and how much it was. Otherwise, it's just something I've acquired. And it's just, gone onto the pile and I've sort of basically forgotten about it. So, we're going to kick this off with one that I know about. And it's got such a long-winded story, so I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. But the Halloween Kills Zavvi 4K Steelbook. Now, you might be wondering, why have I only just got this? It came out, like, at the start of January, pretty much. Well, basically, Zavvi lost it. Zavvi lost mine. They sent it in the post, and it just disappeared. It just vanished off the face of the earth. And I went through absolute hell with them to just basically get them to send me another one. And I honestly did not think it was... I didn't think I was going to get it. Like, I was looking at buying it again, which I didn't want to do, because I bought this with a Halloween t-shirt. That, like, I pre-ordered it day one with a Halloween t-shirt. I didn't even like this film that much. I just wanted the Steelbook because I have Halloween, the original, on Steelbook. I have Halloween 2018 on Steelbook. So I just wanted to make sure that I have these films on Steelbook. And, I was looking on, eBay, and it was looking like the cheapest I was going to be able to get one was like 40 quid. And I was like, I don't want to spend 40 quid on a film that I thought was all right. So I got in touch with Zavvi, and they kept saying, oh, you need to wait a week, you need to wait 2 weeks, you need to basically wait more or less a month before you can report it as missing. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I then discovered that you can fill in this like missing items form, which is very like formal, and it's like, if it gets investigated by the police, you have to cooperate with the police and everything. I was like, ooh, this is a bit full on. But when I did that, suddenly they were like, oh, would you like a refund, or would you like a replacement? And I was like, well, why did you not offer this to me, ages ago? I said, ideally I'd like a replacement, but I know it's out of stock, so I don't know what you're going to do. And they basically repeated that back to me, and I was like, okay, I'm getting nowhere here. I just asked for a replacement, and then like a week after that, this just showed up, and I was like, huh, not sure what on earth happened there. This could be the original one they sent out. This could be the replacement. I have absolutely no idea. But it came. I finally got my Halloween Kills Steelbook. I was so frustrated by the whole ordeal. And I almost gave up, but I persevered. And there it is. This was $29.99, although I paid $34.99 with the t-shirt. I have a t-shirt, and it's got the original poster on the back, and it says The Night He Came Home on it, from the original film. So I have a t-shirt with this as well. Great. I'm a big fan of the original film, and I'm a big fan of the 2018 one. I was just a little disappointed by Halloween Kills. But nonetheless, I'm a Halloween fan, so had to have it. Next up, we've got Back to the Future, the Ultimate Trilogy on 4K. Now, you might be wondering, why have I just got the 4K case? What's going on here? What basically happened is I ordered this on Amazon. It was $37.99. I was like, great deal. I'm going to get it. Because last time I skipped on a deal for this. I couldn't find a good deal for this for weeks, and it was really annoying me. So $37.99, it was the box set with the 4K Blu-rays and the Blu-ray as well. Well, it was meant to be what they pictured was the, like, you know, the fancy packaging, which I knew that box set was quite big, and shelf space is a bit of a nightmare for me at the moment. But then when it arrived, it actually came in 2 Amaray cases, and I was like, huh, a bit annoying because it's not what was pictured, but better for shelf space. So you might be thinking, why have I not got the Blu-ray case? Why am I not showing you it in the box? I gave the Blu-rays to my friend, who is like a massive Back to the Future fan. Recently bought a PS5, so I gave him the Blu-ray of this that came with this, because that's a slightly better versions of those Blu-rays. I don't think it's the exact same discs that came in the previous trilogy set. So yeah, that's why I've only got the 4K case. 3 discs. I do, however, I did keep the Blu-ray special features disc. I just need to get an Amaray case, a 4K Amaray case that can hold 4 discs. I need to look into that, because at the moment my Blu-ray bonus disc for Back to the Future is sitting in The Walking Dead Season 2. So I need to fish that out at some point. So yeah, finally good to have this on 4K. Really want to check these out on 4K. I'm actually quite pleased that it's in the Amaray case, because like I said, saves on shelf space. So next two are a HMV purchase. So I went into HMV because I knew that they had Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on 4K for $9.99 with any purchase. Now, I had heard from reviews that the visuals are not necessarily that big of an upgrade from the Blu-ray. However, the audio is phenomenal. And it being a film that is largely music-based, I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to get that on 4K. I'm going to have to upgrade that, because it'd be great to hear what the audio is like. So I couldn't pass it up when it was $9.99 with any purchase. However, I had to buy something else. And you know, I could have bought something small, I could have bought something little, but you know me. I bought the SpiderMan Trilogy on 4K. So this is to upgrade the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire movies. And I absolutely adore that it's one Amaray case with a slip cover. And one of the discs is trying to make a getaway. And it does include the 4K disc, the Blu-ray disc for each of the 3 films. So pleased to upgrade this to 4K. I just need to upgrade the Amazing Spider-Man films, and that's all the Spider-Man films upgraded to 4K. And again, I absolutely love. I used to love having individual movies in a trilogy on their own, but now I absolutely adore having it all in one case. It's just so good for the shelf. So that was a HMV purchase. This was $29.99 and this was $9.99, so it was about $39.98. It was something like that. A little under 40 quid. Next 4K, we have got June on 4K. This is a newer release. I actually had a £10 voucher to use on Amazon. So this was $23.99. I used the £10 voucher. I got it for $13.99. I couldn't say no to June for $13.99. And it does come with a QR code to get the latest from Warner Brothers, with June Part 2 coming soon on there. And you've got the 4K disc there and the Blu-ray disc there. I do actually really love all the artwork they've been doing for the physical media releases of June. They've all got different covers, and I like every single one of them, to the point where it was almost tempting to double and maybe even triple dip and have the DVD, Blu-ray and the 4K release, just because of how nice all the covers looked. I was also tempted to get the Steelbook, but the Steelbook shelf is the Steelbook cabinet rather is even more of a nightmare than the Blu-ray shelves, and trying to sort it all out is just an absolute faff. So that is June, $13.99 on 4K. Moving on, an absolute impulse 4K buy. I had no idea this existed, and then when I did a bit of research, I found out that it was sold out as well, and you just couldn't get it. And I just thought, what the hell? And that is the film Passengers. But you can notice that this is a huge box, and that is because it's not just a standard 4K release. What you get inside is you get the 4K Blu-ray and Blu-ray. So you got the 4K disc that side. You got these art cards which have never been opened, and behind that you got the Blu-ray disc there. And that is just in a standard Amory case, but you also get this thick book. And what this is, when you open it up, is this is actually the shooting script that was used, dated 2nd of February 2016. And it's the script for the entire film. I just thought that was really, really cool and really different. I've not had a shooting script for a while. In fact, the last script that I got in a Blu-ray was Family Guy, It's a Trap, which is a weird one. So yeah, I just thought, you know, I haven't seen the film since cinema, and I'd been thinking about getting it to watch it again. I was looking at it on just regular Blu-ray, but I thought because it's a, you know, collector's edition version of the film, I thought, do you know what, I'll pay that 15 quid for it, why not? It's on 4K, it comes with the script, it comes with the postcards, it's all complete, and it was all in very good condition, so snagged it up. Absolute impulse buy, but a good one at that. Next 4K, this is one that I was so pumped about. It's the Lord of the Rings Trilogy. This includes the theatrical and extended cut on 4K. So no Blu-rays, but you do get their theatrical version for Fellowship, and then the 2 discs for the extended cut. Theatrical, extended disc 1, extended disc 2, theatrical disc, and then the 2 extended cut discs there for Return of the King. I love Lord of the Rings. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I've been wanting to get this box set for a while. It's been like $74.99 in a lot of places. I actually got this off of Zavvi. They were doing an absolutely phenomenal deal that was 30% off 4K box sets. And on top of that, this was already slightly reduced. So I managed to snag this in total for $53.49, which I thought was an absolute steal to have the theatrical and extended cut versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy in 4K. I'm definitely going to watch these before the Amazon show. And maybe an unpopular opinion, but I prefer the theatrical cuts of the films to the extended cuts. Shoot me. But yeah, so I cannot wait to watch these. I haven't had the theatrical cut actually in a format beyond DVD, because when the Blu-ray came out, I got the extended edition Blu-ray box set, and it was just that. They never included the theatrical cut discs. I never really understood why. I'm not going to get rid of that box set though, because that's a really lovely box set. But I really like how this is a lot slimmer than that box set. That box set's huge. So absolutely thrilled to bits to get that. Next, and the last 4Ks we've got are John Wick, which got 15 quid there. John Wick 2, which has got 8 quid there. And John Wick 3, which has got 15 quid there. Did I pay £38 for these 4Ks? Well, if you've been watching the channel, you'll know that I didn't. I paid, if I pull up the receipts, 37p from CEX, because basically I had a bunch of stuff that I didn't want that I traded in to get all 3 of the John Wick films on 4K. I've been after these 4Ks for ages. For some reason, they're super hard to get, and I don't know why. And when I saw that one of my local CX stores had all 3 of them on 4K, I've struggled to see all 3 of these in one format. Like, I see so many CXs where they've got 1 and 2 on DVD, or 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, or 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, or just 3 on Blu-ray, or just John Wick, the first one, on Blu-ray. And I'm like, this is so frustrating. I'd never seen them on 4K in a CEX store. And I cannot believe my luck when I saw these. I went in, assessed the condition, and all these slipcovers are absolutely lovely. The fact they even have the slipcovers was also just another bonus, because I've seen 2 and 3 in HMV brand new, but they didn't have slipcovers, and I was like, I want them with slipcovers, because I am just gonna now, when each subsequent John Wick film comes out, I'm just gonna keep buying them as they come out to avoid this dilemma. But there we go. There's John Wick 1 through 3 on 4K for 37p. So that's about 12p per film. So those are the 4Ks. Moving on to the Blu-rays then. We'll do this quite quickly. I picked up Inglourious Basterds for £2 from CX. Basically because I'd heard that the 4K was a bit trashy. So I'm playing it safe, getting it on Blu-ray, because at least I know that it looks good on Blu-ray. So there's Inglourious Basterds. I picked up The Mummy on Blu-ray. You might be wondering, why did I pick this one up on Blu-ray and not the trilogy on Blu-ray? Or why did I not get this one on its own on 4K? Or why did I not get the 4K box set? Basically, I only really liked the first film. It was £4 on Blu-ray, which is probably a little bit more than I would have liked to have paid. But now I don't have to worry about tracking this film down. So there's The Mummy. That was from CX, by the way. Then I picked up Moon on Blu-ray. Now, I know this has a 4K release, but I was just sort of in the moment. I was in a British Heart Foundation, which is a charity shop here in the UK. It was £1.99 on Blu-ray, and I was thinking, in the moment, it's for charity. I really like this film, so I'm just going to pick it up, and maybe one day I'll upgrade it to 4K, but I'm happy with the Blu-ray for now. This film I know absolutely nothing about, but it's a film by Steve Buscemi. It's got Willem Dafoe and Edward Furlong, and that is the film Animal Factory. It's an Arrow video release that was £3.50. Basically, I'd seen this in there before, and it was like £6. And it's been in the same CX since I'd seen it as £6, and it was now £3.50. So I was thinking, I'm going to grab it. It's about £12 brand new on Amazon. So £3.50 for a film that I know absolutely nothing about. It's an Arrow video film. I do like getting these Arrow video releases, because they usually have these transparent cases, which I quite like. So yeah, that's a nice pickup. This one was an upgrade from my DVD copy, and that is Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. And it's a Michael Mann film. I really like this film. I know it has a 4K release. I'd heard that although the 4K version is good, there's not enough, going on in this movie for it to really benefit from what 4K has to offer. And I was thinking, well, it's £3.50 on Blu-ray, so I'm just going to snag the Blu-ray. So I picked that up. Another Quentin Tarantino film, and probably the last film I'll ever buy in a Poundland. It's one that I've literally just been looking at over and over and over again and going, oh, one day I'll get it. The Hateful Eight. It's not my favourite Tarantino movie. This slipcover, though, is immaculate. It has the new sticker on it, so you know it's a new Blu-ray and not a like resealed, pre-owned one. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about the Tarantino 4K releases. I hadn't heard great things about Inglourious Basterds. I know Once Upon a Time is quite good, but that is a newer release. So, yeah, I didn't want to risk waiting for 4K releases of catalogue Tarantino movies. So I thought I'd pick it up on Blu-ray, and like I said, it was the last Poundland Blu-ray that I've been eyeing for ages. I see it a lot, and I don't know why I've never picked it up. With all the stuff that I've picked up in Poundlands in the past, I don't know why I never thought to just buy The Hateful Eight. It's a pretty solid Tarantino movie. Not one of my favourites, but I did enjoy it. And I'm glad that I finally pulled the trigger on it. Last two Blu-rays, we've got another DC animated film with Justice League Gods and Monsters. This was $9.99. This basically has never gone down in price from $9.99, so I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to buy it. I'd heard it's one of the better Justice League movies. It's an Elseworld one where you've got darker versions of you know, your key characters. So General Zod, for example, is Superman. You got a Batman who's a bit darker, and you got a Wonder Woman character that's a bit darker as well. This was really good film. Don't know why it's taken me so long to get around to picking it up, but I have it now. And last but not least, Catwoman Hunted. I have actually done a review of this, so if you want to check that out, there's going to be a little pop-up somewhere. But yeah, this was $11.99 off of Amazon. So that's everything. Just gonna do a quick recap of everything before we round the video off. So the Blu-rays, we had Catwoman Hunted, Justice League Gods and Monsters, The Hateful Eight, Collateral, Animal Factory, Moon, The Mummy, and Inglourious Bastards. For the 4Ks, we had John Wick, John Wick Chapter 2, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, Lord of the Rings, the theatrical and extended edition Blu-ray box, 4K Blu-ray box set, June, SpiderMan, the Sam Raimi Trilogy, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Back to the Future, the Ultimate Trilogy, Passengers, the limited edition shooting script and postcard sets, and Halloween Kills on the Zavi exclusive steelbook. So I'll do a total somewhere around here of how much February has cost me on Blu-rays and 4Ks. Hoping to have a bit of a slower March, but I say that all the time. I know the Godfather trilogy comes out on 4K this month, so, you know, who knows. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. I'm trying to get more regular content out on this channel, so definitely watch this space. There is stuff coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.